Nearly in a crisis. Right, I've taken it apart as far as I can go with it on the gearbox side. I'm going to grease it and throw it all back together. There's lots of parts. Right, so from that side of the screen onwards, let's go about, see it there is the components that went in there. I palmed it when it was upside down. In there you've got some sort of ridged bit. I don't know if that's one of the, I don't know, torque or the hammer. It's either the torque or the hammer grid. And I bashed it, and then my little bearings fell out, and there's 13 balls you should have, and they're 3mm in size. And I just measured if there's a ball missing, because a couple of them scattered on the floor, and it won't fit in that hole, so that is the gap for allowance. Right, starting from that lump, that's going back down in hole first because of its teeth on the underside. I wonder if I can chance picking it up, holding the balls. There you go. It's got teeth on the underside that line up with that down in the hole. Come on, balls, stay there, stay there. Fine, right, that's good. What we got here? Cycle grease with Teflon, and my old grease gun from Halfords back when my push bike was in 1 bits. So that should do, and if I run out, I've got no one. I don't need to put much glue. Don't want to glue it. No, don't need much grease in here, I don't think. And hopefully, if I start with that top row, right, that little washer there goes on the top of the bearings once they're seated. So that's the bearing. It has got a roller mark on it. Let's get on with it. Let's get on with it, shall I? Wonder if there's any grease in my gun. How do I get that down the hole without the bearings falling? Watch this. Okay. But this is hard work doing it over a camera. Right, drop it in the hole. Pick it up. Come on. I mean, this would be hard work doing it without the camera. I don't think that's going to work. It's not going to work, is it? Oh. Ooh. Where's my tweezers? Oh, get in the holes. Get in there. Come on. This is the worst game of magnetic fishing ever, I think. Right, that looks good. One gap. Is there any grease in this thing? Come on. Do not pull the bearings out. That'll do, don't need that much in there, do I really? Right. Bearing washer. I hope that's the order it went in. Anyway, we'll find out, won't we? What was next? Make sure, right, this lump. This great hexy lump with a bearing and a washer in it. I don't know what purpose. That might be something to do with the hammer, I don't know. Don't know what I'm doing. Right, that dropped in. It's got slight ridges on the outer edge. And those holes with the, don't drop them, with these thingies, they had the pin was facing me, so that it interacted with these. Oh, I know what they are. Right, so they drop through to the ring washer on the back side that is against the spring plate. So when I turn up the torque setting to 16, it puts more pressure on them. So that's the ratchet mechanism for the gearbox. So the other one, the one that was down the centre in that bit, that must have been the hammer mechanism. That goes round and does the up and down hammer. Yeah, because it's got the ridges. They rotate up and down and it gives it a slight hammer when you select it on the gearbox. Right, stop chatting, get them in there. Trying to do it in the phone, that's even harder. Use the phone screen to do it. Use the phone screen. Gosh, it's alien. It's not easy. Make sure they're in the right way up. I know I ain't lost anything. It was them bearings that was the main issue. I thought, oh my god, where have they gone? I have failed. I thought I'd lost one. So how do I check? Right, get the dial calipers out and see what size everything is. It's funny when you make videos, you have to talk to yourself, because you're actually talking to an audience, if anyone watches it. Right, that's that. Do I want oil, grease anywhere? What do I want? Right, this big washer, make sure that goes in next. That was just sitting at the outer loop for some reason. Why was it doing that? Oh, I don't know. Right, what went next? Ah, right, the void in the centre had this lump with these two little rollers. Now, let me just look at the back of God, I don't know what way up it went there. Right. That might be a mini crisis. God, what would determine what way up it goes in there then? What goes against it? So that goes in there like that, and then just look at it. Oh, what a bunny. Daddy messed up. I don't know if I know what I'm doing. Right, well, it's got a wear mark on the outer flat. Wear shiny mark there. And let's just see how... recess up. I'm going to put it the recess up, just because if anything needs clearance above it, which would be, oh, what the fuck am I looking at? Would it be that bit? Well, guys, that's one of them things, isn't it? Just throw it in and see what it looks like. Throw it in that way up. Right. I don't think it looks right that way up. I don't know why I don't think it looks that way up. Right, and then it was... So that bit is the bit that sits in. I'm a failure. Right. Pick that up. Fuck it. Fucking these tweezers are broke. Look, tweezers are broke. What am I meant to do with myself? Right. They look universally the same, the little pins here, rollers. This is the worst video ever. And I'm putting it together wrong. What am I doing that for? If I put it in that bit, I can't turn it over upside down and then throw it in the hole. Let me just see. What does it look like when you take it out of there? The centre flat point. A washer there, then a slight raised, a bearing ridge. Yes. Right, figured it out. There, look, if we can get it right. Rolling bearing ridge. The only way that that will work is if I do it flat side down. Flat side down, otherwise the bearing will not touch anything and this will grind itself to pieces. Most probably. So, that way up. That way it's actually sitting on that bearing, which is probably rotating under that. Take that off. Yes, because the centre of the bearing is not moving. So if I done it the other way up, it would have been a catastrophic failure. Crisis averted. Get off, fluff. Right. Now let's try and get these things in with broken tweezers. Into the flat side void. Good. Good, good. That one went in. Into... No. No, no, no. Get in there. Square it up. Right, that looks about right. Grease, do we want some grease? Don't see why not. Just put a pump in there. Pump in there. That might do it. Right, then, cool, blimey, I need more tissue. Where's the tissue at? Yeah, there's nothing like organising the video, is there, beforehand? It just isn't. Not here, anyway. Right. Two holes in it. Oh, that'll do. Right, then we got the wide ones. Obviously, go to the big bits, and the little pinions go in the other bit. Right, see if I can get this in here. How did I get it out? I used the tweezers. So, if I eye that up and grab it with my broken tweezers, try to get it in shot. Oh, is it just so happened to fall in the hole in the right place? Yep, seems about right. I'll be kicking myself if I watch the video back and then I'll find out that bit's in there the upside down. How much clearance has this got? So, given it the height that it had, the way it's sitting, that would actually allow height of this thing to the spinning lump there, won't it? It's giving it a slight gap. Is that the theory? That's the theory I'm going with. I think it's in there the right way up. Right, what's next? The ring gear. The ring gear with the torque setting ring gear. It's just painfully long video. Just put a little bit of that in there, a little bit of gunk. Drop that in. It's dropped in. Why do I feel like there's something missing? Not yet, it's not. Not yet, it's not, because you got them, then the black bit goes in after, and it goes down around the outer edge. There's nothing like being organised, is there? Right, I picked these up and I turned them up the opposite way up. So I'm going to pick them up, turn them over, and plop them back in on the posts. In. Pick it up, turn it over, in, Right, they're in. Because this is a gearing, squirt some grease in the void. That'll do. And that will all lube itself. Right, there's a tooth at the bottom there. You can see that tooth. When I pick up this lump, there's a tooth on the housing. So make sure this don't fall out when I put it in. As long as it falls into the structure, should be good. Yep, that is where the tooth is. Come on. Cinch up. Right. It is back together. I hope this don't make grinding noises once I've done it. There's enough grease in there, don't need any more grease. Let's just pick this wheel up, give it a slight wipe. Alright, down in the hole, face first, but I'm going to put a little bit of grease on that plate washer. Couple of 4 dobs. Get off. That'll do. Don't suppose it needs that much. Face down, straight in the middle. Get in. Right, it's down in the hole. Now, let's pick up these gears, or should I do the outer ring first? Outer ring with some sort of ridge on the outer. That's going to go in first because there's ridges on the outer wall of the black lump of plastic. And because I've just picked it up. Oh, and this has also got the locator channel for this metal gear selector, speed 1 and 2. So that gets pulled up and down and it locks into the outer edge. Drop it in. That's it. That's that. Right, gears. Pick them up, and these are metal yet again, and turn it all the way over. Drop it on the little pins. Pick it up, turn it over. I don't know if it matters on these particular gears. Get in there. Right, I've just spotted a piece of grass. That's it, let's come out. Pick it up, take it out. So this is a painful process. At the best of times, a bit more grease at this level between each gear. That'll work. Then the next gear, that goes in small gear first yet again. Don't need to be that clean. It's not got any grit in it, I don't think. Alright. small tooth first. Come on. That's in. It dropped. Next, right, you've got 4 locator ridges. You just see, right, where's the light bulb? Light bulb. That might have been better earlier, eh? And that, come on, it's stuck. It's stuck in all the grease. Right, and looks like it's universal, but I'm going to turn it over and drop it into the outer locator channels. That looks to be in the position it wants to be. Yep. Alright, and these ones are plastic gears. I'm wondering if they're, I don't even know why you'd have plastic gears. You've got 3 layers of gears as well. It's a 2-speed gearbox, but it's got screw, drill and hammer. So I don't know if it's related to that. I'm not entirely sure. Now, right, last plate. First, want some grease, don't I? Oh, I think that's just right. Never mind. Right, plate up and shiny bit down. 2 locator teeth that rotate into the outhousing, which is the slot there, I think. Hold on, I have to have another look. Yep, there you go. There's a little plastic hole slot there, and they're on both sides, so it drops in and then it rotates to lock. Drops in, and then can I rotate it? There we go, rotated to lock. Before I forget, oh, that's gonna, what the fuck has gone on there? Spot the misalignment on them screw holes. The 4 outer, can I force it? Yes, let's square it up. Yeah, don't forget the screws. And they've got a single dot on the screws, which means they're probably Japanese industrial standard. Where's that single dot? Here it is. Single dot. So they're not Phillips, but for the sake of this, I'm just going to use my Phillips bit. That seems to be about the right size. Fluff on everything. Get out of it. Bunny fluff. I am really uncomfortable now. Don't stab yourself. For fuck's sake. Flash is disabled, I don't care. Get off my screen. Flash. Okay. Don't need the flash anymore. Don't go mad doing them screws up because they're in plastic. Fuck's sake. I don't know how people do it. Make videos. Tripods and everything. Right, let me just tilt that camera back a little bit. Maybe that'll help. That's home, I think. Why wasn't that done up? Right, now, what's the top? Top is a channel. There's the channel. Pick this lump up. Right, and the channel will go closest that way around, so that's the way it goes. And I've probably got to take that clip off or force it open. Let's just do that. Where's my screwdriver? Oh dear, it's all falling off. Okay, okay. Put it on the floor and slide on the plastic assembly and then come back at it with the spring clip. Fluff everywhere. Right, if I put the spring clip straight in the groove, will that help me out? Right, the spring clip's in it. I've got to locate it on that centre pin first, centre mount first, I think there. Just take it out of one of the ends. Right, what it is in it. Right, get up there. Right, now get in the middle. Get in the middle. Oh well, it's not gonna work from that end. It's already in that locator. So pull this one out of the channel. That one's in. That's not in the right place. Right. Looks about right, if it's the right way up, that is. It's moving a lot less gritty than it was before. And I ain't even rotated the gearbox yet. 35 minutes. There's going to be some fast forwarding in this, if anyone watches it. Right, turn it over. Gear selector. On the nub. And that is setting to the right depth, so I think that lump is the right way up. Motor assembly. Come on. These things. Oh, it went in. I don't believe it. Right. They never really want to go on. So, doesn't matter that I haven't got the brushes in yet, does it? Right. That goes like that. And the one thing I don't want to forget about is the direction assembly. Get that in there, on there. These wires ain't going down. Is it in place? No. What's going on with these wires? Right. Right, that seems about right. As long as I don't trap all the wires. Get in there. Seems to be good. Ah, brushes. What's that? Brush caps. It's a flat blade driver. Flat blade. Make sure it's not cross-threaded. So come on. What's that? Screws, case screws. Actually, no, it's not worth seeing if it works, because I won't tell how much of a mistake I've made if that one piece was upside down anyway. I'll have to watch it back and see what way up it was laying on the place of kitchen towel and go forward to see if I put it the wrong way up. I couldn't do the video as I was taking it apart because it would have been so complicated, especially when I lost them bearings. Fucking hell, where's the... Right. Hurry up. No, it seems about right. 4 more screws. Come here. I'm just turning it was plastic now, I think. What nutter's going to watch this? Oh. Come on, get on there. I understand that this video is toilet. I understand it. But nobody's done a video on repairing one of these, I don't think. So that's the motor. I don't know if the motor's any good, but it seems to be. Right, full speed. Sounds smoother. The torque still works. Does the hammer work? Oh shit. Oh shit. Guess what? It is in hammer. It is in hammer. It's in hammer, but the hammer's not working. You know what I've done? I've got to take it apart and turn that one piece over so that when you pull the front for the hammer, it engages the teeth. I've put it in the wrong way up. And now I've got to go through all of that grease and grime and take the drill apart. So learn from my fucking mistake. There you go. That's it. Job's bollocks.